Question number 5 for RPG a Day 2024. A well-written RPG book. Many of them could fall into that category, but I think I will go into some sort of a controversy here because I will name Dungeons and Dragons 4th edition Player's Handbook. Yes, that unloved Dungeons and Dragons edition, as I think a very well-written book, which is the Player's Handbook. This is the only book I've read from that edition. I've never played 4th edition, by the way. But when I read that book, I was impressed, okay? To put you in context, 5th edition came out, okay, when I read that book, and there was so much hate about Dungeons & Dragons 4th edition that I wanted to see what was the real problem with that game. Okay, because there were too many passionate people hating the game. So I decided to buy a Player's Handbook, a second-hand copy that really didn't cost me that much. And I've read it, and I was impressed. I have no expectations, and I read it. This is the only Dungeons & Dragons game that I've read that I've understood from the first read, okay? Every time I've read something from Dungeons & Dragons, once in a while, I'm not sure about that rule, I have to reread it or try to interpret it. There was no doubt, it was crystal clear, it was pretty well written. That game knows what it wants, and they explain it to you very well. I think the problem with the game is that what the game wanted wasn't what regular Dungeons & Dragons players really were searching for. Okay, if you compare to earlier editions, this was a very different game. This is a pretty good game, in fact. And yeah, it was well written. I think I will give them that. And I think it could be something to consider for Wizards of the Coast for future book. I don't know what the next edition will be. I don't think I will read it. I'm not interested into future editions of the game, but nevertheless, I think they have succeeded into giving you a well-written book that you could understand. You know, when I have finished to read that book, I was ready to play. That was that good. Okay, so yeah, so that was today's answer.